morning students, hope you are fine. Now we will be starting a new chapter today, that is lesson number 9. It's a geography chapter. The name of the chapter is the Earth, our habitat. Students, you already know we finished 2 chapters. The first one was of history, that is know the history. Second one was civics, that is unity in diversity. Now we will start with the next topic of geography, that is the Earth, our habitat. As we already saw in our previous videos, we have 3 sections of SST: civics, history and geography. So we will study each of them simultaneously. Okay? So students, how do we study about the Earth? What is the Earth comprising of? Well, students, let me ask you a simple question. Where do you live? Yes, it's a very simple question. And the answer is very simple. The answer is we live on the Earth. My home, my village, my city, everything is on the Earth. So, what is the Earth? The Earth is actually a place where we live. That is a place where we exist, we survive, and all living organisms survive. The Earth consists of living as well as non-living organisms. It is a huge home. That is, the Earth is a huge home for every organism, whether it's a living organism or a non-living organism. Okay. So we can say that Earth is a place where non-living as well as living organisms exist. Now, this Earth is the place where we are surviving, where we are living, we are existing. So, it is also known as, in geographical terms, it is also known as a member of the solar family. Okay. Earth is classified or categorized as a member of the solar family. Now, students, you may be imagining what is the solar family. So, let us see it. So, students, let us see what is the solar family or the solar system. You can call any name, solar system or solar family. Now, students, here the word solar, sol, is taken from the word sun. Okay, students, sun. Sun is categorized as the element of the universe which is the main life giver of the earth. The element which gives life to every organism, to every living organism. So, sun is categorized as the key member in the solar system. Okay, students, sun is categorized as the key member of the solar system. Without the sun, the existence of the other elements in the solar system is not to be classified. Why? Because the sun is categorized as the main, key, important member of the solar system, the solar family. And the sun is a self-illuminated star. Okay, students? Sun is a self-illuminated star. Means what do you mean by the word self-illuminated? It means it does not need the help of any other element to give light. It is already having light of its own, light as well as heat. The sun is a star. Don't be confused, students. The sun is a star which already has its own shine, its own light and heat. That is why we study in smaller classes that sun gives us light, heat and energy. How? It gives us light because it is having light of its own. It does not need any other element to give it light. Okay. And the solar system consists mainly of the sun and other elements orbiting around the sun. Orbiting around the sun means moving around the sun. So, your main element here is sun, and there are many different elements orbiting around the sun. Students, in this lesson we have many diagrams, but today we will study only the basic diagram of the solar system. Okay? So, first you have the sun and we have the 8 planets. Previously, students, we had 9 planets, but because of the size, the planet Pluto was classified as the dwarf planet. So, now we have only 8 planets. Okay? Then you have the comets, then you have asteroids. In this way, there are many things in the solar system. Yeah, constellations and many things in the solar system. But the main key factor is the sun. So you have to see to it that how the solar system is comprising of so many elements. The main key ingredient is the sun. The key element is the sun. Okay. Then we have the 8 planets, the comets, asteroids, meteoroids, everything. constellations, everything is there in the solar system. So students, let's see a basic figure of our solar system. We have many figures in this lesson, but today we will be studying in this video, in this part 1, the basic figure of our solar system. I told you students, there are many elements in solar system, but in your syllabus we have only some of them. That is, we have comets, meteoroids, constellations, asteroids, such other things. So, and the planets. So we will study only these in the solar system. So we will just see a basic primary figure of our solar system. I told you the sun is the basic key element in the solar system, and around the sun, the planets, meteors, everything moves in a proper position. Okay, so they have their own positions. So they move in a belt-like area. Those belt-like areas are known as orbits. So students, those belt-like areas are known as orbits. So students, when we draw it in this manner, we have to draw orbits in a circular manner. Okay, students, you will draw this figure along with me in your notebooks. You will write today's date, 25/6/2021, and the heading has to be given as solar system. The key element is the sun, and you will draw the different orbits. For your syllabus, you don't have many elements, so you will draw only 9 of these. Okay, you will draw only 9 of these. So starting the figure again, complete in this manner. Okay, students, draw 9 orbits and complete your figure. Okay, so after you draw these figures, see to it that you make it in a circular position, and exactly circle is not needed. Why? Because I already told you, you have approximate things in geography. That is, you don't have everything as an approximate figure in geography. All are imaginary figures. Whatever you study in geography, that is latitudes, longitudes, everything, area, surface of the earth, the kilometers we are saying, whatever will be seen in figures will be always approximate. So see to it that you draw it in an approximate manner. Approximately you have to draw in this manner, not exactly circle. Orbits you have to draw in a little bit ovular position, that is elliptical position, oval shape. Okay? So after you draw this, see to it that you draw the pencil and draw it very neatly. 9 orbits you will draw. And as I told you, 9 planets were there previously, but because of this position or the size of the planet Pluto was considered as a dwarf planet. Okay, so I hope you have written sun in the central portion. The key element is sun. Okay, students. Then you will start with the planets first. I told you, planets, meteors, asteroids, everything moves around us in the orbit. So as we saw, these areas, these elliptical lines are known as orbits. So we label with your pencil here, orbits. Okay, students? Label it properly. After labeling it, now we have many things in the solar system. Some of them in the syllabus are comets. Now students, sometimes what happens? The comets are not always visible to the naked eye. Comets are only sometimes visible. So what you will do is, you will draw the comet anywhere from here in this position, so that it comes as a way as if it is shooting you towards the earth. Comets. Okay? And right over here, comets. One from this side. Comets. Okay. Next, we have our asteroid. We can show it over here in this belt. Asteroid belt. Okay, students, asteroid belt. Then we will start with the naming or labeling of the planets. Now students, as you already know, planets are of different sizes, different forms. You don't have a specific shape of all 2 planets are not similar. No 2 planets are similar. All are different sizes, different forms, different shapes, everything. So we'll start writing or labeling the names of planets according to the distance from the sun. Okay, according to the distance from the sun. First we have our Mercury. Okay, students, according to distance from the sun, we have our Mercury over here. So we'll mark it in this manner. Just put an ovular substance like this, oval shape, elliptical shape, you can say Mercury. Label it with a pencil, students. If you don't have enough space, you can make the planet over here, put an arrow this side and right over here. Okay, students, that is also enough. Second one, you have your Venus. Okay. Then you have your Jupiter. Then the next one is Saturn. Draw Saturn here. You will draw a little bit farther from the sun. The ones which are nearer to the sun. This shows the distance from the sun. Okay, nearer in this way. Then far in this way. So you have to go according to distance from the sun. Which one we have to show first? You have to show the first planet as Mercury. Then we have shown Venus. Then Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. I told you Pluto is not considered as a planet now. So only 8 we are having. Okay, previously we had 9. Now we drew till Saturn. Now we have our Uranus. We have labeled Uranus over here. Drawn, students. Then we have our Neptune. Now see, students, according to the pattern of the distance from the sun, we have drawn the planets here. So when you draw the planet, see to it that you write it on the orbit itself. But if space is not sufficient for you, just draw the planet in a circular position, that is an elliptical oval shape, and put an arrow and this side in your notebook. Okay, students, that is also enough. But labeling is very necessary. So students, the 8th one is Neptune. So we'll just draw it in this manner. That is, we are just showing it in the form of a diagram, the primary basic diagram of the solar system. Okay. Now, see to it that you draw the 8 planets. You show the asteroid belt. I told you these are the orbits where the planets move on. So in short, the solar system consists of the key element Sun. Then the 8 planets, the asteroids in this belt, comets, and the other elements in the solar system are also there in the solar system, but in our syllabus we have only this basic diagram to be drawn. Students, I hope we have drawn this diagram very neatly in your books. This is your first figure. So you write here figure 1.1. Okay, students, write here figure 1.1. Okay. Now we will move to the next topic. So we saw the sun is a self-illuminated star. Now this sun is a self-illuminated star of the Milky Way galaxy. The sun is a self-illuminated star of the Milky Way galaxy. Students, I already told you the meaning of self-illuminated. It means what? Having its own light and heat. Okay, and the sun is a star of the Milky Way galaxy. Now what is the Milky Way galaxy, students? It is a galaxy which has a haze type of structure. That is, haze means when we see with the naked eyes, it looks like a river of milk. Okay, so that is why its name is Milky Way galaxy. And this Milky Way galaxy is also shown in different patterns, in different diagrams. So now we have started seeing the solar system. We drew the solar system in our books. Now moving to the next topic. So it has different patterns. When we see the Milky Way galaxy, it has different patterns. But originally, the basic meaning here is it's a hazy band of. This is a hazy band, okay, of this is a galaxy which has a sort of a hazy structure, just like milk, flowing river like milk, and it is surrounded by many small and big stars. Okay, it is surrounded by many small and big stars. So sun is the key element in this. It is a star of the Milky Way galaxy. So we can see that in our solar system, the Milky Way galaxy is surrounded by the small and big stars. It's a hazy band structure, just like a hazy band, just like a milky structure. And the sun is a star, self-illuminated star of the Milky Way galaxy. Now the Earth is also a planet, as you know it already. Earth is a planet. We drew it in the diagram. Earth is also having a structure just like a ball. Our Earth is having structure just like a ball. Earth is also there in the solar system. It is one of the planets, one of the 8 planets. So Earth is also one of the balls. Now, as we drew in the diagram, just like a ball, not exactly a round circular position, just like an oval, elliptical shape. We drew the 8 planets. Earth is also such a planet. So these 8 planets, they move around the sun and they move in their orbits. That is, we drew the the circular shape of bands, oval shape, elliptical shape of bands, and Earth is also one such planet which moves around the Sun. So students, we drew the planets, age planets. As we saw, Sun has its own light, but planets, students, all the planets do not have their own light. The planets have no light of their own. That is, they are not self-illumined. So what is the meaning? When they don't have the light, they have to take light from some other element. So these age planets have no light of their own, and they are illuminated by the light of the Sun. Why? Because Sun is a life-giving source. It has its own given light. So the planets take the light from the Sun. So students, is it clear to you? The Sun is giving light to the planets. Why? Because it has its own light. Planets have no light of their own. So they take the light from the Sun, the key element of the solar system. And these planets are of different sizes and shapes. I told you when we drew the diagram. There are different shapes, sizes and forms. And all planets, all of them together make our solar system. Just as we drew the diagram in our notebooks. So many elements are seen in our solar system. Many. Infinite. We cannot even count them. But in your textbook we have planets, satellites. Then we have our comets, meteors and constellations. So these are the members of our solar system according to our 6th standard syllabus. Now we'll see about the Sun. I told you Sun is the key element of our universe. For the whole universe, Sun is the key element. And for the solar system also, Sun is the main element. So let us see something about the Sun. So students, let us see something about the Sun. First we saw is the key element in the solar system in the whole universe. Our daily life, or the first ray of the Sun starts. When the first ray of the Sun rises in the morning, we start our day. That is, sunrise is the most essential component for every living organism. For every living organism, not only for human beings, for trees, plants, rivers, animals, insects, everything. For every living organism, the sunrise, the first rays of the Sun, is the first indication that we start our day. Every work of our day begins when the sun rises. That is the first rays of the sun. The dawn time brings life to earth. Okay. So all the planets, all the elements in the solar system are kept aside. The first thing, the first element, the sun, has to rise in the morning. Only then the day begins. This is the main feature. Then we can say that it is the honor star. Why is it given honor, students? Why? Because without it there is no life in the universe. Our universe begins to live, exists because of this honored star, that is the life giver. This is a life giver star. Which one? Sun. Okay. It's a life giver. Okay. Then it is about 30 million times bigger than the Earth. It is at least, I told you, and it is said that it is 30 million times bigger than Earth. That is the size. Now students, I already told you this topic that approximate figures are to be taken in geography. Exact figures are not there. Measurements are not exact. Why? Because the surface of the earth, everything horizon cannot be measured exactly. So it is at least 30 million times bigger than the Earth. Which element, students? Sun. At least about approximately 13 million times bigger than the Earth. And the example given in the textbook on page 47, in the paragraph of Sun, the first paragraph there, it shows that if you want a revolution around the Sun, if you want one revolution, that if you want to have a circular motion around the Sun, we'll study these terms afterwards in the next video. In the next parts of this lesson, we'll study the later further stages, but one orbit or one circular movement around the Sun, if you want, the example given in the textbook goes in this way, then you have to sit in the plane running at a velocity of 1000 kilometers. You have to sit in a plane running at a velocity of 1000 kilometers. Okay, and that too, it will take about 107 years to complete that single revolution. How many years? 107 years. So students, what does this topic say? This example says one revolution around the Sun, one circular orbit around the Sun, if you want to take as a normal human being. This is in a plane with 1000 kilometers velocity, and it takes 107 years to complete that single revolution. Then the gravitational force of the sun. Students, you have studied this in science already. The gravitational force of the sun, that is the pulling down force. When you drop something, it comes down automatically. So the gravitational force of the sun, that is the gravity, okay, is approximately, I told you, approximately as we are in geography, is approximately 28 times more than that of Earth. Okay? So everything is approximately more than that of the Earth only. Why? It's natural. Earth is a planet. Okay? Revolving around the sun, so 28 times more than that of the Earth. So we can see that the gravitational force of the sun is more than that of the Earth. And the weight of a substance, the example given here is, the weight of a substance on the Earth is suppose 1 kg. Suppose on Earth you weigh something, the weight of any substance you take is of 1 kg. That same substance, if you weigh it on the surface of the sun, it will be how much? 28 kg. How will you come to know? You come to know from this figure, you approximate. Okay? The students, just compare these 2 points. Gravitational force of the sun is 28 times more than that of the Earth. So for example, any substance on the Earth weighing 1 kg, it can be any 1 kg bottle. Okay. So if you weigh on the Earth as 1 kg, if you take it to the surface of the sun, for example, that same bottle will weigh how many kgs? 28 kgs. So students, I hope you are clear with this topic over here. So because of this gravitational force, planets are always in a particular path. As we drew in the diagram, that path, elliptical path, oval path, the circular type of path, they move in that particular path and revolve around the sun. Why? Because the gravitational force of the sun is moon. Always it is moon. So planets revolve in their particular path. Okay. And due to this, what happens? We can conclude, we can prove that the gravitational force of sun is more than any other element in the solar system. Now students, in the diagram we saw the position of the planets from the distance from the sun we saw. So our Earth, our very own place, our home Earth is 15 kilometers away from the sun. Approximate figure, students, 15 kilometers away from the sun. And it takes about 8:15 minutes for sunlight to reach the surface of the Earth. We know sunrise and sunset, 2 main basic features of the sun. So it takes at least about 8:15 minutes. 8:15 minutes for the sun rays to reach the Earth. Okay. And the distance here is 15 kilometers. Approximate figures we have to study. And surface of the sun is always very unstable. Why is it so? Why is the surface sun unstable? Because we know it is a self-illuminated star full of heat and light, and it includes several kilometers long igniting fire flames. So it has an unstable surface. Why? It's very hot circular ring. So fire flames are red hot igniting fire flames. We cannot see the sun with the naked eyes, as you know it already. So due to that, the sun's core or surface always remains hot and unstable. And the sun's core part, position, central position of the sun always has the main central portion. Core part of the central portion of the sun has hydrogen gas. Which gas is there, students? Hydrogen gas. Okay? It is comprised of hydrogen gas and it produces light and heat. And due to that, what happens? The action between hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen and combination to that helium is present in the air. Okay, this is known as energy. This whole topic we call as energy. What is energy, students? Core part of the sun is comprised of hydrogen. Helium is in the air. So hydrogen plus helium, the combination of both these gases gives rise to energy. This energy is converted into the surface of the earth for all living organisms, for us to breathe, for the plants to grow, for the insects, animals to grow. So everything happens because we get energy from the sun. So if we do not have the sun and solar system, we are non-existent. We are just like dead organisms. So surface of the sun remains always very hot. Why? Because of the igniting fire flames, and surface flourish, and due to this what happens on earth, you can see the existence of various kinds, variety of organisms, living organisms. So energy from the sun. Heat and light we are already getting students. So energy which we saw right now, energy from the sun is very important for the development of every living organism. Okay? Development of every living organism is received from the sun. And due to this reason, sun is known as the guardian of organisms. What is sun known as? Guardian of organisms means what? The protector, the one who takes care. Now students, in your textbook on page number 47, there's a spelling mistake. Come to the fourth last line of your page. The line written there is, sun is known as the guardian of organisms. Guardian of organisms, spelling is G-U-A-R-D-I-A-N. Okay? Why it is known as guardian of organisms? Because it gives life on the earth. It's a life giver. It's a source of life to the earth. So due to which we are alive today. So we conclude this topic over here, students. What did we see today? We saw the basic primary diagram of the solar system. In our syllabus, we have the comets, asteroids, and the 8 planets. And the main key element is the sun and the different ways in which sun is useful to the earth. The students go through page number 47 of your textbook and read thoroughly. Thank you, students.